Students, we'll go with the sixth problem in even and odd concept. So the function defined is f of x equals to x cos x in the open interval minus pi to plus pi. So now we have to go to find for the Fourier series. So first, always we know that we are going to check for whether the given interval is been of 2 pi or no. So upper limit minus the lower limit, we are getting the interval 2 pi. So next we are going to check for even or odd function, and as your interval is from negative to positive, we are going to check even and odd concept by just replacing x by minus x. So take the function f of x equals to x cos x, replace x by minus x. So here I get minus x cos of minus x. We know that cos of minus theta is cos theta. So cos of minus x is cos x, and this minus x as it is. If you consider x cos x, if we see this is f of x, so this minus I have kept as it is. So f of minus x is equals to minus f of x, means the function is odd. In such case, a naught and an is equals to 0. Now we are going to compute for bn. So bn formula is 2 by pi integral 0 to pi f of x sin nx dx. Therefore, when we substitute here 0 to pi, function f of x is x cos x sin nx dx. If you see here, it is a product of three functions where we need to integrate it. So when we are integrating such a function, what happens is, here we cannot apply Bernoulli's rule for three functions, product of three functions. And in this, if you observe, the function is of here out of three functions, here two functions are trigonometric functions, that is cos x and sin nx are two trigonometric functions which we need to evaluate by using the transformation formulae. So we know that here cos a into sin b formula is 1 by 2 sin of a plus b minus sin of a minus b. So here, if you observe, here I am having cos x, so your a is your x, and I am having sin b, here b is nx. So where all a is there, substitute x, and where all b is there, substitute nx. So when I substitute here, as already discussed in the previous problem, I have taken x common, then x taking common, I have turned out here 3 plus 2 as same as 2 plus 3. Here 1 plus n, I can write it as n plus 1. And here 1 minus n can be written as minus of n minus 1. Here we know that 3 minus 2 is not same as 2 minus 3. And if I have to write n minus 1, it must be written as minus of n minus 1. So when I simplify for this, sin of n plus 1 into x will remain as it is. And we know that sin of minus theta is equals to minus sin theta. So sin of minus theta, this whole thing is theta, is minus sin theta. So this minus will become plus sin of n minus 1 x. So once I finish this, so I'll be substituting in this integral. So this x as it is, cos a into sin b, what I have got, that is cos x into sin nx, I have got this formula. So I will be substituting this over here. Since it is into, this 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. So 1 by pi will remain, integral 0 to pi, x as it is, and these two quantities are going to remain as it is, and dx. So further to simplify, here still we cannot directly integrate because x into something, here full bracket is here. So what we are going to do is, this x will get multiplied to each of the terms. So x into sin n plus 1x, don't write this as x square because this is angle and this x is variable. So please do not write sin of n plus 1 into x square, it is wrong. This is x into sin n plus 1x followed with the plus sign, x into sin of n minus 1 into x dx. So when we are simplifying for this further, bn will become 1 by pi integral 0 to pi x sin of n plus 1 into x plus x into sin of n minus 1 into x dx. So hence here 1 by pi as it is. I will be separately integrating this and I'll be separately integrating this. Okay, here plus sign is there, so separately I need to integrate. Here it is a product of two functions, so I have to apply Bernoulli's rule. So when I am applying the Bernoulli's rule, x is your u and this is your v. So x as it is, integration of sine is minus cos. So sine of n plus 1, it will become minus cos of n plus 1 x upon n plus 1. Followed with the minus sign. Derivative of x is 1. Minus sign as it is, that is minus 1 upon n plus 1 is acting as a constant. Integration of cos of n plus 1 into x is sine of n plus 1 into x upon n plus 1. I have to stop the procedure over here because derivative of x is 1. So the product of Bernoulli's rule for this two is finished. Followed with the plus sign. Now again start applying Bernoulli's rule for this. So x into minus cos of n minus 1 into x upon n minus 1. Followed with the negative sign. Derivative of x is 1. Minus 1 upon n minus 1 as it is. Integration of cos of n minus 1 into x is sine of n minus 1 into x upon n minus 1. Again this procedure also will be stopped because derivative has turned out to constant. Hence the limits ranges from 0 to pi. Before I substitute the limits, I will try to simplify the signs in the bracket. So x, that is minus x cos of n plus 1 upon n plus 1 into x. This minus into minus it is plus, so this is plus sine of n plus 1 into x upon n plus 1 the whole square. Followed with the plus sign. Minus x into cos of n minus 1 is minus x cos of n minus 1 into x upon n minus 1. Minus into minus it is plus sine of n minus 1 into x upon n minus 1 the whole square. Limits ranging from 0 to pi. Now substituting upper limit minus the lower limit. What is the upper limit? Pi. So where all x is there, substitute pi. So pi cos of n plus 1 into pi upon n plus 1. Sine of n plus 1 into pi. Here we know that sine of any number multiplied with pi is always 0. So this whole term is 0. So directly I have written 0. This is upper limit minus the lower limit. 0 into anything is 0. So this will turn out to 0. 0 into anything is 0. Therefore sine 0 is 0. So whole lower limit is 0. Similarly, I am substituting upper limit minus the lower limit for this bracket. So I am getting in this manner. So remains is minus pi into cos of n plus 1 into pi upon n plus 1. Plus into minus is minus pi into cos of n minus 1 upon n minus 1 into pi. So simplifying, these both are not same because here it is n plus 1, here it is n minus 1. So here it becomes minus cos of n plus 1 into pi upon n plus 1 minus cos of n minus 1 into pi upon n minus 1. We know that cos of n pi. We know that cos of n pi value is minus 1 raised to n. Then cos of n plus 1 into pi is minus 1 raised to n plus 1. Cos of n minus 1 into pi is minus 1 raised to n minus 1. So this concept I have used. This minus I have kept it as it is. Cos of n plus 1 into pi is minus 1 raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1. Cos of n minus 1 into pi is minus 1 raised to n minus 1 upon n minus 1. This is by mistake I had written, this is minus only. Okay. Then this is also minus. Now further, this minus I am treating it as minus 1. And minus 1 into minus 1 raised to n plus 1. Bases are same. Powers get added. Here power is 1. So 1 plus 1 it will become 2. That I have written over here. And this minus and this I have written as it is. Here I have splitted the power. Minus 1 raised to n plus 2 can be written as minus 1 raised to n into minus 1 raised to 2. Similarly, minus 1 raised to n minus 1 is written as minus 1 raised to n into minus 1 raised to minus 1. That is what I have splitted out. Once I finish that, I'll try to simplify by taking here minus 1 raised to 2 is a plus 1, and minus 1 raised to minus 1, it will become minus 1. So this here minus will become now here plus. So here it has become plus. Okay. Then minus 1 is common in both. So take out minus 1 raised to n outside. 1 upon n plus 1 plus 1 upon n minus 1. Take the LCM. Simplify. Here plus into n is plus n. Plus into 1 it is plus 1. So minus 1 plus 1 will get cancelled. N plus n is 2n upon n square minus 1, because a plus b into a minus b, it is a square minus b square. So hence this is your bn. Here if you see in the denominator, I have got n square minus 1. Our summation in Fourier series is starting from n equals to 1. And if I substitute n equals to 1 in this bn, what happens? It becomes 0. And denominator becomes 0 means it is invalid. So we have to say that it is not for n equals to 1. So but then for what will be for n equals to 1, we need to compute. So to start to compute, I will say for n equals to 1. Now how to go with for n equals to 1? We need to consider bn. What is bn? 2 by pi integral 0 to pi x cos x into sin nx. Where all n is there, take 1. So it will become b1. 2 by pi integral 0 to pi x into cos x. Here it becomes sin x because n is 1. So I will get here cos x into sin x. So once I get cos x into sin x, here you can apply transformation formulae, that is cos a into sin b. If not, directly we are having a formula sin 2 theta is equals to 2 sin theta into cos theta. From this I can write what is sin theta into cos theta. It is sin 2 theta upon 2. In place of theta it is x now. So cos x into sin x is sin 2x upon 2. This 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. It is a product of two functions, so apply Bernoulli's rule. Upper limit minus the lower limit. When you substitute, b1 is minus 1 by 2. Means this will be for n equals to 1. So actually the Fourier series is written as what? Summation n equals to 1 to infinity bn sin nx. But here we have restricted that for n not equals to 1. So out of this summation, we have to write the first term, that is n equals to 1. It will become b1 sin x. Plus the further summation will start continuing with n equals to 2. So once we write this in the form, substitute what is b1, substitute what is bn. That will be the Fourier series for the given function. So this way we are solving for such a problem. Thank you.